Row. Row. All right. Oh, God. We're about to rock. Oh, we're off. Yeah. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the water's edge. Brady and I are out on the lake today searching for some crappie and maybe some big bass. It rained all this morning, but temperatures are about 55 degrees and it's early March. So typically when you get these warmer days, the crappie start to get active and they're getting ready for their spawn. Bass are doing the same thing. So we're hoping that we can get on some pre-spawn fish today. It is overcast and cloudy, but like I said, it's a little bit warmer. So hopefully these fish are gonna want to feed and be a little bit more active today. So I have a chatterbait that I'm gonna throw on for bass, and we do have about 2 dozen live minnows that are gonna be floating under bobbers, kind of out in the deeper section of this lake. There's a lot of trees that have fallen into the lake that the crappie should be stacked up on. Brady's casting around. What are you throwing? A lipless crankbait?
Yeah, rattle trap.
Throwing a rattle trap. We just got on the water. We got about 2.5 to 3 hours to fish. Hopefully we can catch some big fish. So I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been out to fish in a while. Hopefully get some big crappie and some big bass today. So if you guys enjoy that, make sure to stay tuned because I think we're gonna have a good day. So I'm throwing around a chatterbait. I've got this white and chartreuse skirt, and then I'm throwing a 3.5 inch Z-Man diesel minnow. This is a pearl with a little bit of sparkle flake in the bottom. Hopefully you can get a few bites. So for my crappie setup, Brady's drifting one without a bobber. I've got about 2.5 to 3 feet of line. This lake is probably about 6 to 8 feet deep in this section. Got a small, like 1/16 ounce jig head, and just gonna float it under a bobber. And hopefully crappie will come up and eat it. Just gonna drift this off the back. Have to keep an eye on it. Just kind of drift it out there.
Here we go.
Crappie, big crappie. Net or?
No, I'll get him. Come here, dude. About 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Full of eggs.
Here we go.
Huh?
Here we go. My minnow's getting very nervous. Oh. Nice bass, nice bass, nice bass, nice. All right, guys, well, I just dropped down a minnow and had it sitting close to bottom, and about a 3.5 pounder just swallowed it. I was only using a small, tiny jig head. He was hooked just in the top of the mouth, but when you hook him right, it don't really matter what you're using as long as you can finesse them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fish back, but really nice fish. I think this is the biggest one of the day so far.
Oh,
Snag?
no fish.
Oh,
Big.
big?
Will you reel this in?
Yeah.
This
Here.
might be a cat.
Here. Brady's got a big one.
This might be a catfish. Oh my god.
Catfish?
Yeah.
Definitely gonna need a net for that then.
Oh yeah, he got me all wrapped up.
All right, where's he at?
He's all wrapped up. No, he's gonna break me off.
Where's he at?
Slime all on my line.
Oh, channel. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, big catfish. Get him to me. Oh my god, dude.
All wrapped up.
Dude, that is a fat catfish. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have to deal with. Oh, he's way wrapped up.
Yeah.
Bring the fish to me.
Should just slide off of him now.
Yeah, but.
I'll untangle it later.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Peace, buddy. Thanks for the slime.
So I switched up. I've got a lipless little rattle trap crankbait on. It's red. Brady's been catching a couple fish on this, but minnows have been by far out catching. So what we're doing is we're just basically we're dropping the minnows straight to bottom, reeling them up just off of bottom. And we've caught, I think, like 6 or 7 bass. Brady caught that catfish and a crappie. He just got crushed. I don't know if he has it or not. There he is. Nice crappie. Nice crappie. Nice crappie. I think I can flip him. Oh, come here. He's just hooked in the corner of the mouth. Don't spit it. Ooh, dude, that's a slab. That's a nice fish. 14. He's going back. Get him. Get him. Crappie.
Fish.
What is that?
Tiny crappie.
Tiny crappie. Dude, that might be the smallest one I've seen in here. Do they have a mark on him?
Something hit him.
Probably the otter. Let me see him. Tiny crappie. And that is where the action stopped for us. The bite was pretty inconsistent throughout the day, so I didn't get all of the catches on video. Brady actually caught most of the fish by dropping down that minnow to bottom and reeling it just above, probably a few inches off bottom. It seemed like those bass and crappie were really liking that, so I started switching over to that approach, taking the bobber off and dropping a minnow down, and I ended up catching a few fish like that as well. The surprise catch of the day was that big catfish that he caught. It had some cool coloring on it, so that was definitely a neat catch. Not as hot of a bite as we were hoping for. I definitely think the overcast skies and rain earlier in the day probably had the fish a little bit lethargic. It just goes to show that having minnows during spring fishing is super important. I definitely had a good time getting out, and it's starting to warm up, so more fishing opportunities are going to present themselves. I'm very excited for spring fishing. There's a lot of good action on the way. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys are fishing for this time of year. Most of my fishing is going to be for the perch runs and those pre-spawn bass. I'm really excited for that. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.